Hello, this is Von Nebo. Welcome back to the channel. And yes, it is true. That's not clickbait. It's happening. Von Nebo is going away. But Von Nebo is forever. But Von Nebo is going away. Let me explain why, and let me explain what that means exactly. First, I'll get into why. But before we get into why, I have to explain why I started Von Nebo in the first place, briefly. So, I was in a band a long while ago, 15 years or so ago, and I decided, there was some creative differences, and I decided to go solo. What can I make on my own? What could I do on my own? What would come out of just my brain? I wanted to figure that out. And so I did. I went on my own. And like I said, that was roughly 15 years ago for music. And I've been doing videos for probably about 10 years, a little over 10 years. So that's a while. Yeah, that's a while. And in that time, Von Nebo, and always really, like from the inception of Von Nebo, it's always been about finding what I wanted to really do, which direction I wanted to go. I knew that I liked art in general, and probably specifically musical art, especially, of course. And so I did. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you probably noticed I did quite a few different things, different ventures. There was vlogs. There was obviously the albums I've made, the singles, the doing audio engineering for other people, doing soundtracks, even doing short films, doing how-to audio videos, all that stuff, and I did a little bit of everything, I guess you could say, and excuse me. It was all about just finding what felt right, what clicked, what I wanted to do, what I definitely didn't like, and it was all about finding who I was, essentially, finding, if you want to get deep about it, because I started it many years ago, and it's been a journey, it's been a long journey, and so here we are, and I've recently, I guess you could say recently, in these last few years, I've been thinking about my life in terms of seasons. And what I mean by that is just, maybe this is the season of rejuvenation, or this is the season of, it's a bit somber. We're kind of, maybe we're depressed. It's a season of depression, unfortunately, or it's a season of rising up. It's a season of happiness. It's a season of comebacks. It's a season of, it's like, it's all kinds of seasons. And I believe that that's good for a person to, have those different, maybe not necessarily like ups and crazy crashes and crazy highs, but I'm just saying, like, to not limit yourself to one thing, And I think I've done that. Even in Von Nebo, there was seasons, you know what I mean? But Von Nebo itself has been a season. It's been a season, like 15 years. It's been quite a season. And through it all, I think it's time. In fact, I have decided it's time for it to come to an end. And while I've enjoyed it, after all said and done, I've enjoyed every second of it, even the parts that I thought I wouldn't enjoy. It's been quite a learning experience. I think it has its place, and it can come to an end now, because I've found the direction that I want to go. So that's the why. But what does it mean? What does it mean Von Nebo is ending? So, well, I'm doing one last album. One last album. That'll be released this month of February, 2025. And that's coming out soon. It'll be on Spotify, be on all major streaming services, Apple Music, Deezer, whatever your choice is. It'll also be on Bandcamp. But the thing about Bandcamp, I know some of you use Bandcamp, but a lot of people these days, in this day and age, don't have a use for audio files, unless you're an audiophile, if you know what I mean. If you have the big headphones and you want to, get that really good sound quality. But, those people are few and far between. So I realize that might not be appealing to everyone. So if you want to just check out the songs on Spotify or your streaming service, they're free, obviously, unless if you have all the other music. And if you want to support me with that, you can drop me a coffee, buy me a coffee on Ko-fi. Links in the description. Maybe the link's right here, or maybe it's right here, maybe it's right here. It's here somewhere. You'll find it. That's a really cool way to support me. But even if you just check out the music, that is stupendous, and I thank you very much for it. So that's coming out. Excuse me. I'm not used to talking full stop. If you've been watching YouTube Shorts and Instagram, those medias, I've been teasing the snippets from my album, the upcoming album, on there. They're not the final product of the album. They are edits. So it's like acapellas or like just drum and bass of some parts. So they're not like, I don't think any of them are actually the tracks themselves. So they're like actually one of a kind in themselves. The visuals are interesting. They're creative, I guess you could say. But they're just, they're there for a visualizer. They're kind of like art in themselves, I guess. But, the whole thing, check them out. But those are teasers if you want to know what the album is kind of like. They definitely give the gist of the album. I've been trying to hype that up in preparation for the coming of the album. But after that album, there will be no Von Nebo content after. And that's just how it is. And I think we're ending on a good note, because this is my finest album, without a doubt. I am in love with this album, and it's been a few years in the making, and boy, I'm so excited to show it to you guys. And with the release of the audio, the album, I will also have a special video as a farewell to you guys and as a farewell to Von Nebo. We can all say goodbye to Von Nebo, even though Von Nebo is forever. And that's going to be released on YouTube as just a full video to go with the album. And it's really a thank you to you guys. I say you guys, not even just on YouTube, just everywhere, that have supported me along the way. And especially your comments that you left me when I was just starting, and along, like, throughout the entire journey, you've been there with me. And they say when an artist is starting out and they're not quite sure of where they want to go, which is basically what I was just talking about, my whole thing, finding who I was and finding what I wanted to do. That's when they need the support the most, but they don't necessarily get it. Friends and family will tell them, what's with all these big aspirations and dreams, and what are you trying to do with your life? Get a career, get all this stuff like that. And most of my friends are pretty good. I'm not saying my friends are bad or anything, but there were some people that I knew that, in some moments particularly, that were disheartening. But you guys not only negated that, you guys made up for it, even beyond. You spurred me on through some dark, when I was like, what is this all for? You made me realize it wasn't really for, the end goal wasn't to be a famous rock star. No, it was to express and to communicate and to reach and to feel. And you guys helped me realize that. And I wanted to thank you. I can't thank you enough for that. And I really appreciate it. And so I wanted to do a little video to say thanks. And so we can say goodbye to Von Nebo together. even though Von Nebo is forever. But yeah, this is the last time that I will be speaking to you guys directly. So it is a little surreal, a little somber, but I'll miss doing this. But I'm in a good place. And I have enjoyed every step of the way. It's been a season. It's been a great season, and I think we're ending it on a good note. And thanks again. I love you all very much. You take care of yourselves. I'd say I'll see you later, but I won't. Who knows? Right? There won't be another video like this. So I can say, when we meet again, until the next time we meet again, I'm Von Nebo. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves.